And I have the snow buggy out, and it is a nasty rainy day today, but that is okay. We have all-wheel drive, and the snow buggy is fully serviced and ready to rock and roll. So I'm just going to take you on a little cruise, a little topic discussion. Only I'm not in my scat pack, so don't expect, big, exciting, fast things or anything. But this thing will climb, and it is really good in the snow. I'll get you some snow footage when the snow gets here. Another, month and a half or whatever. 2 months maybe. 2 months for sure. So I'm just going to climb this hill. I mean, this thing climbs excellent. It's got pretty good clearance. I mean, it doesn't have the clearance like a big truck or something has, but or a full-size SUV. But I've never had issues with it getting stuck or anything, man. That full-time all-wheel drive is excellent, so pretty good. I actually feel better taking this out in this kind of crappy weather than I do my scat pack, so there you go. Engine temp's running good. Got the new 5W20 full synthetic oil change done with the filter, new filter. I don't run the Mobile 1 like I do in the Scat. Got to get the brakes broken in though, so you may hear like a whooshing noise. That's the brand new brakes aren't broken in. I got new pads and rotors all the way around, so it makes a little weird like whooshing noise for about a week, and then they get batted in. So I think what we'll do, instead of going right through the bay, is I'll just come out into the farm area here. Yeah, it's a pretty nasty day. Got the headlights on. That's pretty good. I can run the 87 octane. I just put some high mileage fuel conditioner in yesterday. I use Lucas oil products for both of my vehicles. And I put fuel injector cleaner in about 2 or 3 times a season total in both vehicles. You really only need to do it once or twice a year, really. You don't want to go overboard with that stuff. Of course, it says right on the bottle, use it every fill-ups because they want you to buy more. But it's not necessary. There's detergents and gasoline. But since I run 87, which is what this engine, this Honda 2.4 liter DOHC engine is optimized for, 87 regular tends to, it's low-grade gas, let's face it. I think personally, it's going to have more impurities and things in it because it's the lowest grade gas there is. So it's probably more important to do it if you're running 87 than if you're running 93. No, or 91. But, I'll do a little pull right here. And, let's see here. Got the defrost on the front and the rear window. Got a new windshield wiper. Okay. Got a new windshield wiper on the rear window because that thing was toast. All right, so we'll give it a second here, and go. Don't want to take corners really fast with this thing because you will flip it. I do trust the Scat Pack on corners more than I do this. Lower to the ground and it's heavier. And you got to be careful of the mud. The mud from the farm fields, you know, you can see the film on the road and it makes it slippery, just like snow almost, you know. It's not quite as bad as snow and ice, but it makes it slippery. If you come flying around the corner, you can go right off the road. So you got to be careful, that's all. So really, you know, in retrospect, I don't regret using this for my winter driver. No, except for over 6 years now, and it really is. It has been a good asset to a lot of different things for me with my family. You know, transporting things around, transporting people around, taking a back seat out, using it like a minivan. I mean, these things are very handy. I mean, don't just go by performance numbers and say, oh, well, it's, you know, it's not 500, 600, 700 horsepower, so it's no good. Now, don't look at it that way. When this type of vehicle, it's a utility vehicle, and it's a whole different mindset. This is good for your everyday stuff, you know. Gets good gas mileage, pretty good, 27 average, you know, MPG, and you know, probably over 30 on the highway, low 30-ish MPG range. But yeah, you can just feel those hand hooks gripping good with that all-wheel drive. This thing actually has a really good stereo system in it too. Believe it or not, it has a subwoofer right in the middle center console down below, right by your feet, and then it has a 7-speaker system. There's 2 tweeters up top here, 2 in the doors and 2 in the rear. Yep, 2 in the rear doors. So there's 2, 4, 6, and in the sub there's 7 speakers. It's just a stock Honda stereo. You know, nothing fancy, but it sounds pretty good. I'm not going to play it because I don't want the copyright issues with music. If I had one of my CDs with my music on, I would put it in there, but I don't have one on me here today. But maybe I can do that sometime just for like a sound system test thing, you know. But yeah, I mean, it's got a pretty good stereo in it. Rides good. It's pretty comfortable for, you know, it's not going to ride like a big full-size SUV. Those things ride like Cadillacs, just like the cliche saying, you know. But it rides good, and, you know, it's a 4-cylinder. You can't expect the explosion that you get with a, you know, a big block V8 or a supercharged V8 or anything like that. You know, that's not what these things are designed for. I mean, but when you got nasty weather like this, or snow, and you got to climb up hills and all that, this is very good. I tell you, the traction is excellent. It's got just the right amount of horsepower and torque for, you know, good traction on nasty roads. When you got 2 feet of snow out there and they haven't plowed yet, this thing will crawl right through it. You know, so don't downplay the Honda Element, man. It has brought me years of, you know, decent, reliable transportation, you know. I mean, so let's see, we'll take a left here. Yeah, it is just nasty day out here, but you know, it's been nice weather for over a week straight. Beautiful sunny days. Record high temperatures here in northern Vermont for October. It was in the 80s. You know, that's pretty high for October. So you can't complain that we've got a nasty weekend here, because it's been nice for over a week straight. Beautiful days every day. So Mother Nature gave us a little, and now she's going to take a little. Okay, deal with this now, guys and gals. So that's okay. We can handle it. So just to show you the cornering. Again, you don't want to take corners that fast. You can flip this thing pretty easily because it's lightweight and it sits up a little higher. But yeah, kudos to my mechanic. Did a great job getting this light SUV back up and running for me after it was sitting and it had some issues with it. I did post a video, the maintenance list, so why don't we do that again just for those who haven't seen my other content on this vehicle. So I did a maintenance list that I thought what I knew was wrong. I knew it needed a battery and an alternator, but I didn't know it needed a serpentine belt. I didn't know it needed a driver's side front wheel bearing set pack, you know, pressed in bearings. I didn't know those extra things were going to be needed, you know. So you always want to plan higher than the cost of what you estimate, because especially if it's been sitting, plus the brake job. I had to get a full brake job all the way around. You know, you got to plan for more. That's my advice. If you think it's 700, plan on 1,200. You know, whatever. Just go a little bit higher than what you had planned for. You know, what you're saving for maintenance. That's kind of true with anything. They always find something that you didn't see or you didn't know because you don't have the equipment or diagnostics to hook it up and figure it out. If you don't have a shop and you're not a mechanic yourself, then, you know, it's a little hard to figure some of these things out. I did know the brakes were shot because the brakes were locked up. So all those things taken care of. We're all good now. I'm just going to get it undercoated on Monday. Get the new inspection sticker on because you have to wait 48 hours here in the state of Vermont. Don't ask me why. But thanks for joining me for my Street Muscle Diaries, and we will catch you all on the next one.